Hello, me guys, come on, Stan. My name is Dan, and welcome back to the channel. So we were talking a little bit things differently this time. The big one, obviously, is Sergio Aguayo. We'll be talking about him a lot in this video, and also the striking situation in general with Chivas. And then obviously we'll be talking a little bit about Pachuca Game 1 at the weekend. So let's get straight into it, obviously, guys. Journalist John Barbon, I've got his statement right here. Basically came out yesterday, pretty much as soon as I finished recording yesterday, actually, the last video. Check it out if you haven't watched it. Basically saying that Chivas are going to exercise the buy option for Sergio Aguayo and that he's going to become a Chivas player. And that was like a bit of a lightning bolt for me because I knew at the time that we hadn't signed him outright, that it was a loan with an option, I think, to buy from Pachuca going to Tapatio. I thought that we'd already triggered it, to be honest with you. I thought he was already a Chivas player, but apparently not. He's going to become one, and it's great. I mean, obviously he did really well. Again, like I said last video, he did really well for Tapatio. He's a really good player. He's 23 years old, and I think he's got still more growth to show. But he's a really good player, and I feel like this is happening now because I think Milito's just watched him play 2 games, and he scored a couple of goals. And I think I really do believe Milito's likes him, and I just had this like imaginary conversation in my head where Milito's like, "Oh, yeah, I like that Aguayo guy," and some high up's gone, "Oh yeah, we really should. Do you want to, do you want to activate the buy option then?" And just see Milito go, well, "He's not a player. No. He's still on loan technically from Pachuca. Oh, do it. I feel like that's kind of probably what happened, which is quite funny. Yeah, I thought it had already been done, to be honest with you. I thought he was already owned by Chivas. I know that like I said, when we originally got him, I think it was a year ago now. It was just a loan with an option, and yeah, we're doing that now. Obviously, John Bobban's come out and confirmed it. It hasn't been announced by Tapatio or Chivas yet, not to my knowledge anyway. But yeah, it's a formality at this point. Apparently, it's all done, dusted, which is cool. Leads me into the striker situation. I think ideally it would be, like I said, Hormiga, Sepulveda, and then Aguayo. With Walker going out on loan, with Pulido and Chicharito leaving. Probably, I mean, obviously Chich with his contract ending, but Pulido probably, I think, will be alone with regards to him not coming back. And Marion, that leaves a Ricardo Marion sized hole in this situation. No disrespect to Marion. I like the guy. I think he's a decent player. He's just not good enough for us. You've got to be a little bit cutthroat. We have to say it as it is. He's not good enough to lead the line at Chivas. I think he should go to a Liga expansion team or maybe a lower level Liga Megas team. That's my honest opinion. I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. I just don't think he's good enough. I think we have other players there that are good enough. And I think Aguayo's almost as good as Marion, and you consider their age difference and their experience levels. That tells you everything you need to know. I feel like I don't know what his contract situation is. I think he must have at least more than a year left on his deal, on his contract. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if he's refused to go out on another loan. I think that's what we'd really like to do. Just loan him out, get him gone. I think we were hoping that Puebla would do what we're doing with Aguero and activate some kind of clause to get him permanently, which I think was what should have happened. I think Puebla should have taken him on permanently, but the fact that they haven't, I think they had the option to do that, and I think the fact that they haven't, it tells you everything you need to know. If he's not good enough for Puebla, he's not good enough for us, and all due respect to Puebla as well. So I think we're kind of stuck with him. I've got a funny feeling he probably doesn't want to go out on the loan. He probably really wants to have another shot and try and get into the Chivas team. But, like I said, he's going to impede Aguayo's playing time. Obviously, Milito, all credit to him, he's gone out and he's given both players a real chance, a real shot in this preseason to see both players. On credit to Marion, he scored a goal, albeit I think it was to one of the not to the lower level teams, but still, yeah, I still think it's good for him to go. In my opinion, whether it's a loan or whatever, we seem to be doing a lot of loan deals because we've got players with high wages. No other team really wants to buy them outright, so we're loaning these players out. Loads of these players, and ending contracts and stuff, which is annoying because we're not getting money for any of these players really. We're not getting money for Moto. or Gutierrez or Pulido. Cheech obviously is gone. Brazuela as well. We're not getting money for any of these players, so it's a bit of a shame. But yeah, I mean, there's still a few weeks left of the transfer window. If I'm not mistaken. So there's a chance that he could still leave. Yeah, but like I said, I think Aguayo deserves to be in the first team now. I think if we're gonna I think we're forced at the moment to keep Marin. I don't think it's a choice that Milito or the club is making. Like, oh yeah, we want Marin to come back. We really rate him. I don't think that's the case. I think it's that he's on a contract. He doesn't want to go on loan. No other team wants to buy him. Like, you're stuck. Um, so what do you do? I mean, it sounds harsh, but I would stick him in the under 23s. Like we did with Olivas when he came back from his loan. Stick him in the under 23s and just play. He gets game time. He gets, keep up with his fitness and stuff, but he's not affecting anyone else in the squad. I don't see that happening. I fully believe that he's going to be on the bench in game one against Pachuca. But hopefully, Aguayo's on that bench too, and hopefully Aguayo's the guy that comes off the bench and goes on the pitch at some point. It's going to be interesting. Does Hormiga start the first game? Does Sepulveda start the first game? Because obviously I think Sepulveda had a bit more of a preseason. Hormiga was a little bit injured for the beginning of it, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, you're looking at Marin and Aguayo and thinking, I want to see Aguayo play. Aguayo's got the promise. He's got the higher ceiling. There's a lot more excitement about him. Marin, been there, done that. He didn't do it the first time. He went out on loan, didn't do it in Puebla. So why bring him back and play him? But I think he'll get given a chance in Pachuca. I think that will be it, and then hopefully just kind of move into the under 23s and say, look, if you don't want to go out loan, fine. And no one else is offering money for you, so we're just going to stick you in the under 23s. It's a bit harsh on Marin. Again, I don't see us doing that, really. But what do you do with Aguayo then? Because for me, Aguayo's too good for Tapatio now. We haven't played him in preseason and given him his first team debut, and then go, actually, mate, go back to Tapatio. It is what it is. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I just really want to see Aguayo get a real shot, really. I think he's a good player. I've got a really good feeling about him, and I feel like he can do something really special with us. So we'll have to wait and see. And obviously, we've got the first game of the season, Saturday night, local time, Sunday morning, my time, 7 a.m. Kickoff is kind of trash, to be honest with you. I do have work, so I won't be able to watch it. But yeah, that game's going to be hugely important. Pachuca signed like 3 of our players. I mean, I think it'll be 3 by the time they get Gutierrez, which I think is going to be happening soon. Yeah, really difficult. I don't think I went through. I can't remember whether I went through the fixtures, but yeah, it's going to be tough. Well, Pachuca's going to be a decent team. Mozo probably is going to start for them. He's going to be fired up. I wouldn't be surprised if he contributes to a goal. It's going to be a really tough game. At home, though, gives me confidence. I feel like we're very, very strong at home, and we need to keep the Akron as a fortress. Then obviously got Juarez midweek, which should be fun, away from home. Yeah, again, Juarez got a decent little team, and we should be beating them. Querétaro at home the next week. Or the 18th, should I say, after I think it's an international break. I don't even know what's going on, but the 18th is Querétaro. Well, 18th for me, maybe obviously it's local time for me. So, and then obviously after that we've got San Luis away, Mazatlan away. Again, 2 winnable games. We struggle against these teams, to be fair, but Juarez, Querétaro, San Luis, Mazatlan, that's a golden opportunity to get some real points on the board and go into February, Valentine's Day, Clásico Nacional against Club America at home. Should be fun, and hopefully we're near the top of the league for that game, because that should be a fun game. But yeah, Pachuca's going to be a tough start, man. I mean, out of all the first 4 or 5 games, that's the hardest one. So it's going to be interesting. A load of our players, so Pocho as well. Obviously, he's still there. He's yeah, it's going to be interesting, guys. But what do you think about Aguayo's situation, Marin's situation? What do you think about what we could do in the run of form that I just said for the games? What do you think we could do against Pachuca at home? Are you worried about any of our former players? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's a little bit different. Obviously, I would have included this in the last video, but the last video was a little bit too long. I wanted to keep it a bit short this time, talk about Aguayo a bit more in depth. But yeah, I'll be back for probably a day after the Pachuca game to do my reaction to that. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to Liga MX being back. It feels like a long time since we watched Chivas play. And yeah, we've got a really good squad now. I think our squad's even better. It's a little bit more depleted. We still need to buy a new centre back and probably another midfielder as well. Whether we do that or not is highly dubious, but I feel like the squad's a little bit thinner now than it was. But again, we've signed well this season, this off season, should I say? And I feel like we can go and do something special this year. But 2026, man. Hopefully this is our year. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a really good weekend, and I'll see you guys probably on Monday. So yeah, take it easy, guys. Adios.